my name is Gabby and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here then welcome to my channel, and today's video is going to be my summer 2026 TBR. So this TBR is going to include everything from my previous seasonal TBRs and also any of my current reads, which means I'm going to try to keep the summer portion of this TBR simple and easy so that I can try to focus on those. I will have the content warnings I can find linked down below in the description along with links to some resources, and let's go ahead and get into it. And we are going to start this off with Dragon Fruit by Mikia Lucier. This is a romantasy inspired by Pacific Island mythology. It follows our main character who is exiled after her father steals a sea dragon egg meant for an ailing princess. She then spends her time studying the sea dragons until one day she encounters a sea dragon that offers her a chance to return home and right a terrible wrong. This was a little bit of a cover buy for me, like the cover combined with the word sea dragon. And I'm really excited about this because of the sea dragons. I'm also really looking forward to the setting and the fantasy as well, and just how they can combine. And then we have Sorrowland by River Solomon. And this follows Vern, who escapes from the strict religious compound she was raised in and gives birth to twins in the shelter of the woods. But even there, Vern is forced to fight against a community that refuses to let her go, and she unleashes a brutality that is far from what a human should be capable of. To understand her metamorphosis and protect her family, she is going to have to face the past and uncover the secrets of the compound that she fled and the violent history of America that produced it. I have been wanting some summer horror, and I don't know how summery this one is in particular, but it's gothic. It combines a lot of genres. Sounds like it's going to be a difficult and hard-hitting read, which makes a lot of sense to me after reading Model Home by this author. And I actually don't think that I've given a book by this author anything less than a high star rating so far. And on that note, I am also really interested in the writing style here, because that is something that has also really stood out to me from this author in the past. And then we have The Summer Hikaru Died. This is the second novel of the light novel series by Mio Nukaga. And this follows two boys who live together in a village. They did everything together, they're best friends, until one day something happens to Hikaru that changes him forever, when all his friend wants him to do is stay by his side. So while the spot on this TBR is technically for the second novel, I have been thinking about rereading the entire manga since the anime aired. I think I left off on the manga a couple of volumes behind, so I do have some to catch up on as well, and I'm thinking about just like starting from the beginning and getting there eventually. Because when I think of summer horror, I think of this series because I feel like it really captures the atmosphere in the way that I want and love. The horror itself is dark and twisty, but so also are the relationships. It is heartbreaking and emotional. Whenever I read or whenever I watch something from the series, it just doesn't leave my brain or my heart for a really long time. And for the novel specifically, I feel like the first novel, even though it is just the beginning of the series again, I do feel like reading it in this format gave me new insights and looks into the series, because I feel like whenever I get into this series, I feel like I get new things from it because it is so complex, and like I said, it really gets into my brain and I spend a lot of time thinking about it. I also just really like the writing style of the novels, and I feel like it really immersed me in the summer horror of it all. So I definitely do want to read the second one for sure, but also probably the manga as well. Okay, so those are all of the newer additions to my TBR that I want to read this summer, but there are also books that I'm currently reading, books from previous TBRs that I want to finish and read as well, so we'll see how all of this goes. But thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and answer the question that'll be around here if you want to do that, and hopefully I will see you here next time. Bye!